Hi everybody, it's Savannah and I'm sending you all lots of love. I am so excited to be back in my creative space. I have been gone for 4 days and I am back. I went on vacation and I will tell you all about that in a little bit. But today is day 22 of Junk Journal January, and it is repeat. And rather than doing a pattern or a design that's repeating, I am going to repeat one of the prompts from the challenge so far, because there is one that was my favorite and I really want to make more of. I wonder if you can guess which one it was. I'll give you guys a minute or a second to think about it, and we'll see if you guys can figure out which prompt I loved that I'm going to repeat. Do you know? If you do, put it in the comments below and tell me if you were right. If you guessed unfold, you were right. What I want to do is do some more of those paper clips that I did in the unfold. I loved that I came up with. I thought it was just so different, and I hadn't seen, like I had said before, I hadn't seen those. And so I'm so excited to do it again. And let's see. So yeah, that is what I am gonna do. It was such a simple thing, and like I said, I enjoyed it so much that I want to do more. I'm gonna do kind of some different ones. I want to do them in a sort of mass make like style. So I'm gonna start off with just folding a bunch of them, and let's see, make sure I'm in frame. So yeah, I'm gonna start out just folding some different papers, and then I will decorate them. So if you saw that video, if you didn't see the original video, it was day 16, and I'm going to do some different sizes and some different patterns. So the first thing is you basically fold your paper. The only thing is you don't want the paper longer than what your journal page would be. So if you're doing a tall journal, you could literally take a paper and fold it like in half. This way. I don't do a lot of talls. I do some talls, so let's go ahead and try one. I think for the tall one, you might want to put a paper clip at the top and bottom, so then it would have to be flush with the top and bottom of the page. I do have some tall, I have a tall signature put together, ready to go start a journal, but I don't, that's all I have done with it. So I'm going to just tear up the white edge, which sometimes I think I have that figured out, and then sometimes I don't. Oops. How to get that knot to print. on my papers. Okay, this one is, I don't want to get it super crooked. So let me just line it up. Oops. Too late, I already got it crooked. So I sometimes just trimming off these edges, these tiny little edges. I think it's just easier to do it with the paper cutter. Because this one this side I got pretty crooked. Okay, there we go. So there's this one. And these are also great for single-sided pages because it leaves all that journaling, hidden journaling space inside. And let's see. Let's do a smaller one too. So we'll kind of experiment, but yeah, I mean, maybe I should do some kind of repeating pattern thing, but I loved this prompt so much, I want to repeat it. So this is a great scrap buster also. That one's, these were folded already. Oh, I glued those together. So like, here's this scrap piece that I want to use. And then I want to do book page one also. Oops. Come on now. Oops. There we go. And then and it doesn't even matter if you really get these sides even. Like this one I didn't get even, but they're on opposite sides of the page. So it doesn't matter. Let's see, I'm gonna just tear this off and just get a variety folded here. There's not much decoration on that piece. Go ahead and fold this one and just make all kinds of different lengths and sizes. I need to maybe come up with a name for this. I mean, it's a hidden unfolding paper clip tuck spot hidden journaling space. Okay, I think that's enough to give some variety. This one is really pretty. So let's start decorating. Oh, I never got a book. Oh, here's a book page. Oh, no, that's a brittle book page. I can't use that one. That's too fragile. But that's okay. There's enough here to create some pretties. So let's see where I want to start. Oh, that would be pretty. This is my Jamaica dyed hibiscus dyed fabric. This is not a cotton. What was this? It's got a sheen, a little bit of a sheen to it. It's a cotton blend, I think, but it's a very, very shreddy material. So I said I just got back from vacation. We went to the Redwoods and it was beautiful. Oh, that's not hot yet, so let's start somewhere else. So we went to the Redwoods. It was a very beautiful trip. I love the Redwoods. It's just, I feel like the perfect climate. I think that will be pretty there. Let's get something for here. We can do that one there. I have this fabric out still from the pocket I did the other day. So I think this is pretty. Let's do some of this. Do we want to go wider? Oh wait, I'm going in this. Let's do right here. We had a fabulous time. We did a skywalk, a gondola ride, went through the ocean and saw the elk, and just so much that is to do there. We ate good food, smoked salmon, but then on Saturday, today is Tuesday. On Saturday, I got food poisoning. So Sunday was the last day of the trip. We came home yesterday and I got food poisoning, and it was the worst food poisoning I've ever had. I started throwing up at 1:30 in the morning. It was bad. I was throwing up until 8:30 in the morning. And then I couldn't even eat or drink. Finally had some broth in the evening on Sunday. So the last day of our vacation, we had planned to go up to Oregon and we had a bunch of stuff still planned. We couldn't do any of it. My husband was wonderful though, like always. He's just the sweetest man. He went and got me all kinds of waters and just stuff to help me get by. But yeah, it was not a fun experience at all. But I mean, that part was not fun. Everything else was spectacular. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. Let's see if my hot glue gun is heated up yet. I'm going to do the yellow one here. Going bright. And this is not double-sided. But that's okay. I can put something on the other side. It is heated up, so. But the ocean was fabulous. The people were amazing. The place, we stayed at an Airbnb, and the grounds were just divine. Absolutely spectacular. So aside from the food poisoning, it was a really, really fun trip. I did the skywalk, which is where you're up 300 feet up off the ground, and you're walking in the redwoods on bridges that have been built and anchored to the trees. And it was so funny. I love nature. I love gardening so much. I love it all so much that I just wanted to be up as high as I could in the trees. And so we head up the skywalk and we get to the first bridge, and I was like, I completely forgot. I'm deathly afraid of heights. Like, what was I thinking? But I was just so excited to be amongst the trees that I just didn't even give it a second thought. And I'm like, well, I'm up here now. I guess we're facing this fear. And I went first. Like, I was raring to go. Completely forgot I was afraid. And then until I got up there. And so I crossed the first bridge and I went first. My husband was behind me. But he waited for me to cross. And then I get to the other side and I was so excited, but still terrified. I mean, I was terrified. I was loving it, but I was terrified. And I get to the other side and my husband and a group of other people are clapping. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what did he say? And so I guess when I crossed, he's like, yes, she did it. And they're like, oh, is she afraid? And he's like, yeah. And so that's when everyone started clapping for me. So it was cute. And I'm like, did you remember I'm afraid of heights? And he's like, yeah, but you didn't seem to mind, so I wasn't going to say anything. And so, yeah, it was fun. He was proud of me for conquering the fear. I was proud of myself, and what a great experience it was. And then he wanted a picture of him halfway across the middle of a bridge. And he stood there and he like lifted his hands out and like stood on one foot. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared to death, but I want that picture of me doing that too. Oh, look how cute that is. And then I'll put something else on this side. I mean, even that, I don't mind it because it's still, you can see the color. It's just a lot paler. So yes, so what a wonderful experience that was. It was so exciting. And I was able to bring back a little redwood, a little baby redwood tree, which is something my neighbor had done like 30 years ago, and hers is probably 30, 40 feet tall now. I'm not exactly sure when she did it. So, I think that would be pretty on there. Or do I want that one? That one. So yeah, so now I have my own little redwood tree. And we have great big, they're called California live oak trees here where I live in the mountains. And do I want to sow that? No, I think I'm just gonna, well, I want to put something behind it. So yeah, we have great big live oak trees, and so I happen to have 2 of those around our house. So we have this one area that is completely shaded, and oh, let's see here. I was thinking of, do I just put it, oh, I think I'll just do something like that. So it was very interesting being in the redwoods and seeing the understory of the redwoods. And there's so many ferns and moss and lichen and should I put that over there? Yeah, let's put that there. And so I do have this area that is pretty much shaded all the time because it's underneath the oak tree, and then our house is a 2-story house, so it gets filtered sunlight. And I have some things that do grow okay there. But, oh, that's really pretty. But I still want to put more. But yeah, so seeing the understory of what grows with not much sun at all, I was like, interesting. Oh, I like that. And they have the ferns. And I never thought about growing ferns in my yard. And so I think, because we really liked it, and they have these ferns there that are, sorry, I'm looking through, I don't know, I think I'm on camera. I'm just looking through some labels here to see which ones I might want to use. So they have a fern that was there that my husband really liked because it's a green fern, but then it has like a black stem running through the middle of the leaf. And my husband really liked that. So I think I'm going to try and get a couple of those ferns to grow and create that environment under our tree. Let's get some interest down here. I'm just gonna do a little hot glue. So we are having more Santa Anas right now. We came home, the day we came home yesterday, they had shut off the power a few hours before, so we're without power again. And it's supposedly, there's this one meteorologist that predicts that this is going to be one of the worst Santa Anas yet. So I don't know what is going to happen with that. I like just that part of this lace for here. So yeah, which is fine. We're old pros now at this, not having power. Do I want it like that? Or like that? If I do it like that, it's going to cover up the label I just put in. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I put it here. Yeah, let's go there. So, yeah. So it has been the adventure. So I'm excited to be home. I missed my puppy dogs very much, but they were able to stay home because our neighbors come, and he was even coming in the middle of the night. So like every 2 hours he was over here with them and letting them out and taking care of them. So it's always really nice when you can have good friends and good neighbors that help you out, because we've got the rabbits and the chickens, and so what do I want to do on this side? I still feel like this needs more, but maybe not. Well, let me think about that. Let me move on to another one. So I think I want to move to this one. And let's add this ruffle. I'm going to do it on this side. And then we'll add some more embellishments. Yeah. So yeah, that was our little vacation. that we went on. And then my husband is still home for the rest of the week, which is nice because like I said, I'm still recovering from that food poisoning. It was off of a crawfish boil at a Louisiana restaurant. And it's a shame because the food was delicious. So I'm just gonna put another ruffle on here. And this one will definitely be really good for both sides. Oh, that's pretty. That one is pretty. They're all pretty. Yeah, so hopefully this isn't too boring of a repeat for you guys. But I just really, really like it. Let's see. Oh, I think I like that there. Just trim this bottom branches off. Go very lightly there. So yeah, a lot of tribes up at the redwoods. I mean, you have the type of seafood from the ocean that's brought in fresh, active fishing communities. We stayed about 20 minutes from the Oregon border, so we were all the way up north. All the way up north. I love it. Truth be told, I'm ready to move there. But I'd been there before when I was a child, so it was interesting. A lot of memories came back. I was young, and I actually didn't remember that I had been to this part of the redwoods until I was there. And I'm like, wait, I remember this. I remember this. So that was really neat and a lot of fun. Let's see. I have not had a chance to move stuff, so I don't have to reach over yet. What if I just... Yeah, I think I'm going to put this little pink pearl bow. I think I got these... I think that's a Temu purchase. I know, I don't necessarily always like getting stuff from there. And mostly, I don't, because I can find it on Amazon, usually for the same price or cheaper, believe it or not. But these ones were a really good deal on Temu. And I got a big variety. Oh yeah, that's a cute little pink bow. Okay, I'm happy with that side. What do I want to do on this side? Oh, I think I'll do this one. So these flowers and sentiments or tickets, whatever you want to call them, these are from Old Lucina, and maybe I don't want to do that one. I actually do like it up there at the top. I will link her below. It's one of my favorite kit sets I've ever purchased. I absolutely love it so much. It's a little bit bright. Let's see, do I want to put some of this lace on here? No, I do not. But I think I do want a bow. Where did that fabric? Oh, here it is. So let me do a skinny piece. But yeah, there was so much moss. I love moss. I'm actually going to be doing some with some of the pictures. My husband, he doesn't think it, but he actually is he takes really, really good pictures. He just gets the light right. He's just naturally gifted at photography. And I tell him that and he's just like, "Oh, you're crazy." But it's true. So, I didn't do much of the picture taking. I just let him do it. Because he always makes fun of my pictures anyways. He's like, "You don't take good pictures at all," which is true. Which I can spot a good picture, not necessarily taking it. Like when I see one that's a really good picture, I can definitely say, "Hey, that picture is amazing. The way they captured the light here and there and so forth." But yeah, I think I'm just, when I'm out in nature, I'm too immersed in it and I just can't be bothered. I just am too involved in being in the moment. Thinking of that little heart there, that's cute. So, but yeah, so I want to find some. Oh, that is cute. That side. Oh, I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Okay, so let's, kind of got stuck together, which happens a little bit. Make sure it unfolds. And let's go ahead and get the paper clip. And since this is a big one, I'm going to use the big paper clip. So if you didn't see unfold, this is what we're leading up to, what I love. So I have found that if you can kind of separate these is when it's easiest, to get the paper clip in the middle here. There we go. And then you just want to scooch the paper clip all the way to the edge. And then, let's see, we'll just pretend this is the journal page. Then you take it and you slide it on and you have journaling, you have a page edger, you have tuck spots. I'll just show you. I'll just take some of these papers. Those just tuck right in. So you have tuck spots, you have journaling, you have decoration, and then you can open it up and you have the hidden writing spot. So there is that one. And then let's see. Let's come back to this and see what I am inspired to do now. Oh, that tissue paper that I printed out. This was, what day was this? Was this day 20 of Junk Journal January? Let me see. Yeah, day 20 on my Junk Journal January tissue. And this was actually, I put not tissue paper, my faux tissue paper. I used a coffee filter. I like using a coffee filter because it's designed to be strong when it's wet. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty on there with that blue. And then I printed this image on it. So I took the tissue paper. If you haven't seen my day 20, let's see if I can pull this up a little bit. No, I think I want it right in the middle. I took day 20. I took coffee filter, stuck it to some cardstock with masking tape, which to me works as well as using washi tape, but it's cheaper. And then I put it through the printer. Oh yeah, that adds a lot to that. Oh, that's pretty. I think I'm gonna leave that like that. Or do I don't want a flower. Sorry, excuse my head. This is also Old Dulcina. That kind of has some yellow in it. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, so that's how I did that. Let's see here. Let's just tear around this. My cold is pretty much gone. There's a little cough every now and again. I think I like it at the bottom. Actually, let me look. Got a little bit of hot glue here. So yeah, I don't know if you can hear the wind. I like how that is hanging down some too. Definitely needs something more though. What more shall I put on here? Let's see. So many different things. That blends too much. Okay, I just went and grabbed a stack of papers. This little faux vintage stamp is pretty. This is a pretty neutral background. Oops. No. What else do I have? What about one of my bows? Sorry, I'm just not sure what else to put on here. I feel like it does need something more here. Yeah, and actually the reality is I'm not liking this. I'm just not liking it. It's just, I feel like it's too neutral for this spread. Ooh, I have an idea. What if I just, where do my scissors go? Take a sliver of this. And make a bow. Do I want to make a bow or do I want to? No, I think I want a bow. And then I'll figure out what to do there. Like I've said before, if there's something that's not working and you're not liking it, do not be afraid to take it off. There's always a way to fix it. There's always a way. So there's the bow. There, which I like. And then kind of want something brighter. Okay, I had to pause the video and I think I am going to place this pretty trim on here. Lost my scissors again. Oh, there they are. Because I think it goes with the style very well. And let's see. My hot glue gun is not hot, so let's go with some Fabri-Tac. Yes, I like that. Okay. So there we go. Repeat of day 20. Unfold. Or no, day 16 unfold, sorry. I think it was day 16. Yes. And then let me, I'll just fold this over and show you. If you do a tall, skinny journal, which is basically just folding a regular size page in half. Let's see, which way does this go? Oh, I don't have the, whatchamacallit's in it, the paper clips in it yet. If you do a tall, skinny journal, what it will look like. Hardest part about this is just getting the paper clip in, and it's really not that hard. So I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to put one at the bottom because I think it's going to need it, but it might not. Well, let's try it without it and see what it's like. Oh, there we go. So it does stick up some, which I don't think is the end of the world, but I want to do it, try it with 2. And you could, if you don't have these great big ones, I'm sure the small ones would work too. I do have these big ones and I just thought they work really well. So then we just, oops. Slide it in place, and then you have a really nice secure tuck spot. So that's how that side looks. And then there's this side, just equally as cute. And then for the smaller one, we have that. And then we have that. So there you have it. Day 22, repeat. Right, we're day 22. Yes, repeat. So tomorrow is day 23. So I hope that you're all doing well. I'm sending you lots of love. And my prayer for all of you is that you are healthy today. And if by chance there is an illness that you're dealing with, that you recover quickly. And that you know that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we need to slow down. Sometimes we never understand the reason. But I pray that in any sickness or illness that you might be going through, that you have peace. Peace in your heart. And that you can go through it with grace and with ease, even in the hard moments. That your burden be light. And that is my prayer for all of you. Until next time, love always, Savannah.